Climate disruption. It's time to change our way of living. Climate disruption is within our reach. If we keep on living extravagantly without putting into our minds the strain that we give to Earth, then we are digging our own and our special loved one's grave. It is happening now, and it is becoming worse, second by second, minute by minute, hour after hour, and day after day, as we continue to neglect the needs of the Earth. Climate disruption is inevitable, but we can slow it down in order for the future generation to live and see the magnificent and splendid wonders of the Earth. For us to help the Earth, we must first understand what caused this rapid increase of climate disruption. It all started when greenhouse gases allowed sunlight to pass through the atmosphere, which traps the heat inside the troposphere, making the Earth warmer. However, as humans start the age of industrialization, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere rapidly increases due to burning fuel, factories, and deforestation. According to Neeling, humans contribute 1 of every 4 carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. As the population increases, the number of contributors also increases, leading to a faster production of carbon dioxide. The drastic change is evident from 1850's 285 ppm to 2010's 390 ppm. We are nearing to the tipping point of carbon dioxide, which is 450 ppm, and, according to research, living unsustainable will make us reach the tipping point in about 30 years. Climate disruption is already having significant and costly effects on our communities, our health, and our climate. Globally, we are currently experiencing sea level rise and increased flooding, more frequent and intense heat waves, costly and growing health impacts, increase in extreme weather events, heavier precipitation and flooding, growing risks to our electricity supply, destruction of coral reefs, and plant and animal range shifts. In some parts of the world, they are experiencing longer and more damaging wildfire seasons, more severe drought, melting ice, and disruptions to food supplies. If we don't take immediate action to prevent the effects of this event, impacts will continue to intensify, grow ever more costly and damaging, and increasingly affect the entire planet. It is also important to spend time knowing that living unsustainably leads us closer and closer to 3 major tipping points which will endanger life on the Earth. First tipping point is the Arctic ice cap, wherein big portions of ice are used as a mirror to reflect the sunlight. However, not all of these are released outside of the Earth, making the environment warmer. Due to this, the ice cap starts to melt slowly, and the cycle will continue until there is no more ice to reflect the sunlight. It is important to take note of this because it is one of the causes why sea level increases. The second tipping point is the Arctic methane, wherein methane is found frozen in tundra. However, once these are released, it will lead to a faster warming of the Earth due to its characteristic of being 50% more toxic than carbon. It will also continue the cycle, and once it is completely released, it will have a huge climate disruption impact to the Earth. Last is ocean acidification. This is where huge amount of carbon dioxide enters the ocean, making it acidic. Having more acidic water lessens the capabilities of plankton to live. It is important to take note that plankton must survive because they are the primary resource of energy of water and animals, and without them, the food chain of the ocean will be distorted. According to NASA, there are two ways to deal with climate disruption: mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation is used to reduce climate change with the help of technology. Some of these works are solar panels, which reduces the energy that produces carbon dioxide while focusing on using perpetual resources such as solar energy. Using this approach reduces the intensity of climate change in the long run because it helps preserve non-renewable resources and the production of carbon dioxide. Scientists and advocates are joining together to combat climate change with the use of manpower and science. One of their proposals is to reduce the carbon footprint of everyone, which is about 6% to 2%, in order to prevent disruptive natural phenomenon, and for the future generation to have an environment that is sustainable. Another approach is adaptation, which is adjusting to actual or expected future climate. With this approach, we are trying to increase our awareness in order to prevent harmful damage. However, adapting to climate change is probably the last resort because with the way things are, it is hard to adapt to the rapid change in climate. Globally speaking, there are countries that are into eco-city, which is the combination of mitigation and adaptation. Through these big-scale projects, they are given new ideas to live sustainably without losing style, which we believe is what most people from developed countries prefer. Having eco-city helps a lot because it provides shelter with clean environment, and it helps restore the life of the earth. Philippines is said to be the third most vulnerable to climate change, mainly because of two things: geography and development. As an example, Philippines was hit by typhoons more than any nation on Earth. Over the decades, the top wind speeds of typhoons hitting the Philippines have been increasing. From 1947 to 1960, the strongest typhoon to hit the country was Amy, with the highest wind speed recorded at 240 kph. From 1961 to 1980, Sening was the record holder with the highest wind speed of 275 kph. From 1980 to 2000, the highest wind speed was recorded by Anding and Racing at 260 kph. In the current millennium, the highest wind speed has soared to 320 kph, recorded by Reming, and 378 kph, recorded by Yolanda. Recent studies show how the different location in the Philippines has different climate change impact. All in all, the Philippines is most likely to face 5 different effects, namely, a rise in sea level, extreme rainfall event, extreme heating event, increased ocean temperatures, and distributed water budget. Our solution may be of small acts, but cumulatively we can make big impacts. Little by little, we can change and influence the people around us to help protect and save the earth. Knowing that there is a brighter future in life awaiting us, we must start to change our way of living and support sustainable living. In no time, we will have a green world where it is more fun to live.